CTR Media Network is now accepting new podcasters to join our growing network that's reaching 350 million global listeners. Have you heard? CTR Media Network offers podcast production, podcast training, distribution, and product placement. Book us for your next event or schedule an interview with CTR Media Network podcasters today. To learn more, go to ctrmedianetwork.com. Have you heard about Book Authority's best new podcasting book winner, which is Dr. Tina J. Ramsey, for her book, The Power of Podcasting, Unlocking Tips and Strategies for Podcasting Success. This book is your podcasting coach in a book. She is sharing so many strategies. This book reached #1 twice on Amazon for new release and best-selling book. So go ahead to ctrmedianetwork.com to purchase your copy today, or simply place your order on amazon.com today and unleash the power of podcasting.
Well, what made me write this book was I kept having the same thing happen over and over again. And you know what they say, keep doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. That is insanity. So that's what I was doing. You know, I was that type of person. When I love hard and I love deep. And I was putting love out there, but I wasn't getting love back. And I couldn't understand what was the problem. The problem was because I didn't know how to love myself. So since I didn't love myself, and since I had all these things inside of me that nobody knew about, then that made this wall get higher and higher and higher. And so I couldn't be loved until I loved me.
It's time for the Tina Ramsey Show. It's time to share.
Hello, everybody. I am Dr. Tina J. Ramsey, the host of the Tina Ramsey Show and podcast, powered by CTR Media Network. And today we are at LitCon, South Carolina, presented by Blue Impressions Publishing, head up by CEO Lena Webb. So today we are getting you got a bird's eye view yesterday on that YouTube Live, but now we're sitting down and getting an intimate look with the authors a little bit more so that it'll make you go ahead and grab that book. So who do I have over here to my left? I'm gonna let her introduce herself, but first of all, thank you for coming on the show.
Thank you.
All right, so glad to have you here. And can you just share a little bit about yourself, your background, and a little overview? I said little. Overview about your book.
Okay. Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Kathleen Strozier. I am the author of Attracting Abuse and Dysfunction. Subtitle is Overcoming Pain to Find Purpose. I know that's a handful, but we all are a handful. And this book is for the people that need healing. It is filled with trauma. It's filled with things that you really don't expect from the author, but it is just a bird's eye view of my life. And I'm not going to tell you about it because I want you to buy it and I want you to read about it and I want you to share it with others. I'm from a big town of Griffin, Georgia, which is outside of Atlanta, and I am a 62-year-old ready to live my life on purpose. And that is what I do now. I live my life on purpose, and I am living it every day as if it is my last day.
First of all, you don't look no 62.
Thank you.
But anyway, don't make me lose my concentration. But you make the slogan true or the statement true. Black don't crack.
It does not.
Honey, it looks wonderful.
Thank you. I try my best.
Now let me get on back to this interview. So, what inspired you to write this book, and how do you hope this book impact and benefit the readers who's going to read it?
Well, what made me write this book was I kept having the same thing happen over and over again. And you know what they say, keep doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result. That is insanity. So that's what I was doing. You know, I was that type of person. When I love hard and I love deep. And I was putting love out there, but I wasn't getting love back. And I couldn't understand what was the problem. The problem was because I didn't know how to love myself. So since I didn't love myself, and since I had all these things inside of me that nobody knew about, then that made this wall get higher and higher and higher. And so I couldn't be loved until I loved me. So once I started talking about what happened, once I started writing, I stopped, I cried, I yelled, I screamed. Then I decided, okay, girl, it's time for you, as they say, put on your big girl panties and let's get this done. Because somebody else out there is going through the same thing, or they have gone through the same thing, but they don't know what to do. They are stuck. And I was stuck for many years. So it was time to get unstuck. So I took that glue, a remover, and I sprinkled it all over and decided to write this book telling you how you can be healed and how you can find your purpose. Because we all have a purpose, but sometimes we don't know what it is. But sit down, ask God, and He will direct you. That's that minister side in me. I'm sorry, it comes out every now and then.
Come out of me too. So no problem over here on the Tina Ramsey Show. So when I heard you explain your book, one thing that resonated with me after we just heard what Lena said today, many people tend to write about the hurt, but they don't tell you about the healing.
Yes.
What I'm loving, what I'm hearing about your book is that you spoke about different things, traumas and different things that happened to you, which they're going to learn more about when they read the book. But you talk about the other side, the healing side. And so that is going to be powerful in itself. So as an author, for the LitCon event presented by Blue Impressions Publishing, what aspect of this event are you looking most forward to?
What I'm looking forward to is meeting new people, networking, and hearing about other authors, because in Griffin, there's some that I meet, but I love what I heard earlier. It said that we are not in competition with each other.
No.
For some reason, we think that we are not in competition. Your story isn't like my story. We may have similarities, but it's not like my story. So we can share with each other and we can use each other for help, inspiration, and let's lift each other up instead of putting each other down. And that's the thing. You can help me, I can help you, and it'll be great.
It will be, and if more of us have that same mindset, the world will really be a better place.
Right.
Because we can be our own worst enemy.
Yes.
And then when you think of someone else is out to get you,
Right.
so to speak, you know, it just make you miserable at the end of the day. And 9 times 10, that person ain't even thinking about you like that. It's just you.
Exactly.
And so when I think about what LitCon and what it stands for and what it aims to provide for attendees and for the authors, it has a very unique spin on it and insight into authors' lives like your own. But based on your experiences, what key pieces of advice would you offer to an aspiring author?
You have to know yourself. You have to get out there. You have to tell people about you. No one knows you better than you. You can't just write the book, post the book, and sit back and wait on the book to sell.
Oh, that
It
part.
might sell, it might not sell. So what are you doing? You have all these copies of your book. No, I need for you to get out there. I need for you to tell people about your book. I tell everybody. When I got here yesterday, I sold my first copy to the hotel desk clerk. When I checked in, she asked me, she said, so what are you here for? I'm here for the LitCon Expo. She said, oh, are you an author? Yes, I am. Do you write? Yes. Here's a copy of my book.
Wow.
And I picked it up and gave it to her. She said, oh, that sounds interesting. Would you like to buy one? She said, yeah, it's only $20. I sold my first copy to the hotel clerk. I carry books with me in my car. Have books, we'll travel.
Listen, y'all, for those of you who are authors and don't really know how to pitch yourself, how to present yourself, how to market yourself, how to brand yourself, if you can sell a book or present, I would say present your book to a hotel in which you're staying in, where they are in the business of accepting your funds,
Exactly.
and you flip it to them
Exactly.
saying, I need to get that
I need
book,
a
and
copy.
here's the money. Honey,
You gotta do it. You have to be ready to promote yourself. You have to be ready to market yourself. You have to be ready to share, because you're gonna hit the right person, but you don't know the right person until you're out there. God put a story in all of us, but you gotta share it, and you can't hold back and say, well, I don't know how to share. Yes, you do. I take copies, like I said, of my book everywhere. Sometimes he said, give that person a copy. And I'm like, Lord, that's $20.
I know.
That's $20.
You tell me that too sometimes.
Yeah.
Amen.
But then, he was like, okay, you're blessed to be a blessing.
Mm-hmm.
I will provide for you. Okay, fine. So I give a copy of the book, and they look at me like, yeah, this is for you. This is for you. So
Wow.
you just have to do that.
Wow, that's some good advice that you gave. So, could you just share a compelling excerpt from your book, or perhaps a highlight of your book? It could be your table of contents, one chapter or something, but for them to give them a taste of what to expect. Now, you don't go into all the
I'm
deets.
not.
Don't go into all the deets.
I'm not.
Just a taste. It could be a sentence.
I'm just going to give you a little bit.
Give a taste.
I'm
And you can
just
just
gonna
read
give-
a
I'm just gonna give
table
you
of
a
contents title.
In my book, chapter number 13, it says, I don't look like what I've been through. And that's on page 107 in my book. And it tells you all the things that I experienced. But then it also tells you all the things that came out of these experiences. And it talks about, I don't look like what I've been through. And, like you said, yeah, 62, black don't crack. But baby, you better believe this black has been through some things. We've been hit on, stepped on, cursed at, but it's okay, because we still came out on the other side. And at the end of this book, after I published this book, I was looking for a church home. And would you believe, God led me to a church. The name of the church is Purpose Movement Church. I found my purpose at Purpose Movement Church.
On that note, tell people where they can find your book.
You can find my book on Amazon, but I don't want you to go there. You can also find it on my website, www.kathlenstrozier.org. You can't miss it. And if you miss it, you can find me on Facebook. My name on Facebook is Kathy Redding Strozier. Instagram is Touch of Love Ministry 23. You can find me. And if you can't find me that way, email me, k.jabez99@gmail.com. Out of those three, you should be able to find me. If not, go to Litcom. Look me up. Connect with me, and I will definitely connect with you.
Awesome. Thank you so much for being a
Thank you.
featured guest on our show. It was such a thrill.
Thank you so much. I enjoyed it.
All right, you guys have a great, amazing rest of your day, and I'll talk to you later.
All right.
It's time to share.